If you frequent certain parts of the internet, there's a good chance you've heard the name Christian Weston Chandler pop up quite a few times. The fable of an autistic man-child sitting alone in his parents' house all day playing video games and making bad webcomics turning into an internet laughingstock, and eventually a transgender lesbian pony computer goddess has been told countless times before. However, one of the most important pieces of Chris's story never seems to be deeply explored. I'm of course talking about the trolls, the people who mess with him and get him to do things like drink his own cum and have sex with a blow-up doll on camera. And whenever it is brought up, people seem to forget about Chris's most interesting troll, and I can think of no better person to introduce him than himself, in his own words.
Hello world, this is Anthony Logatto here. I am currently 32 years old. I have Asperger's syndrome, and I do a lot of things. I'm a comedian, I do voiceover work, and I have my own podcast, which started off as a radio show. As a matter of fact, my show, A-Log on the Airwaves, started back in 2008. It started off on WSIA 88.9 FM, the college radio station of the College of Staten Island. It's called A-Log on the Airwaves.
Anthony A-Log Logatto, comedian, entertainer, radio host, ladies' man. He is a man of many talents. And trust me, we'll get to see his entertainment career in just a little bit. But first, I want to focus on the thing he's most famous for, his Chris Chan commentaries. Now, A-Log was active during the golden age of Chris Chan from around 2009 to 2011. This is when the best content from Chris was coming out. And while all of his commentary has mysteriously disappeared, there are archives. Of course, these are heavily edited down for time, but if you want to check out the full versions, they're up on Georgie Boy Returns' YouTube channel. And I can think of no better place to start us off than the first Chris Chan commentary that A-Log ever did. On the classic video, Chris Chan humps a PS3.
That's it, I'm out of here.
Greetings, this is Anthony A-Log Logatto. I never thought I could be able to make my YouTube appearance doing a commentary, let alone doing a commentary on this douchebag. So let's get to it right now, let the madness and or in this case, the insanity begin.
Damn you, like that, Jack Daniels. Give me back my PlayStation Network account.
Are you fucking a PlayStation 3? Oh god, this is even worse than when you drank your own cum with Fanta. I had to stay away from the Fanta for like weeks.
I got a goddamn motherfucking system.
Actually, your penis is non-existent. I had the misfortune of seeing your stupid sex video and that shower video you did. Yeesh. You, sir, are lacking a pingus!
Give me back all 5 of those out.
5 PlayStation Network accounts. You have reached a new low. I've only had like separate email accounts. What does that make you? And are those your drawings on that PlayStation 3? Again, I could draw better than you, dude. Ugh. Moving on.
I don't know how I can do this any better.
Well, for one, you can't fuck worth shit.
My PlayStation Network account.
I can see why no woman wants to have sex with you. Because of that voice. Oh, God. I've seen better hentai dubs than you, alright?
You irrational, expert, motherfucking, burning in hell, hacker.
No, you're gonna burn in hell for all the idiocy you've done.
While admittedly a bit rough around the edges, you have to understand that this was a whole year before the Fine Brothers' first React video. So if you think about it, A-Log is almost a precursor to modern YouTube. And of course, like all great artists, A-Log's content improved with every video he made.
Every time I tried to get out and commentate on some other idiot, Chris Chan dragged me back in.
I have an understanding that there are misconceptions and rumors being spread about me.
Well, this is the internet. Not to mention real life. Most rumors do come up to be true.
First off, I would like to state, I do not quote-unquote piddle my cats.
Oh yeah, you play with your cats indeed. I bet you love your cats really much, haven't you?
The only parts that touch on them are their back and their heads.
In other words, the tail end of the anus and the penis.
Ever the innovator, A-Log had the genius idea of actually putting the footage he was reacting to in the video so people can actually tell what's going on. Moving on, this next video is one of my personal favorites, and while Anthony didn't actually show what he was reacting to, that's frankly for the best.
Greetings. It's about 1:53 in the morning of Monday of August 31st, and, well, basically in a rant that I was working on, I mentioned that I saw the Christian sex tape. Most people, I believe, are a little bit questioning on whether or not I've actually seen it. So, once again, I'm going to waste another 7 minutes and 40 seconds of my life just to prove it to you people. Oh god, here it comes. I regret that that's an anime blow-up doll. Do not want, man. You know what? You can't even spoon right. I can do this better than you. Okay, you fail at life, you fail at drawing, you fail at socializing, and you fail at fucking... God, he can't even do that position right. And if he actually touches the Sailor Moon figurines he has, I'm going down there to Ruggelsville and slay him. But I can't because it's private property. Oh god, his man boobs. Yeah. People think I watch too much porn. Oh god, I was wondering if he was gonna go on top of the doll. Again, second viewing. He can't even do missionary right. Julie! Julie! He can't even say come right. Julie! 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 Oh, this is pathetic. That is his orgasm. Oh, Lord.
I feel like I'm starting to notice a bit of a pattern here. Not only does A-Log hate Chris Chan, he wants you to know how much better he is than him. And there's no better way to prove it than staying up till 1 a.m. on a Monday night, recording yourself reacting to your second viewing of a fully grown man having sex with a blow-up doll. And while I've only shown you A-Log doing solo commentaries, this cowboy does not ride alone.
I am here with Space Screaming John.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, and of course, Wacky Ben, host of Wacky Ben's Radio.
Oh, Ben's Wacky Radio, but I don't mean to correct you, but it doesn't matter. Move on.
Right, and all three of us have just been traumatized by the recent developments of one Christian Weston Chandler. Which one of you would explain it better? Because I have yet to basically grasp this. I already saw the video just now.
Chris Chan is wearing a thong. There you go. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, God, no.
Wait, hold on, folks.
All right, John, just, I might mention this whole incident in the first... Oh, wait, I think I just got something here. Oh, okay, John's got to be, back for something. He's got to do something real quick, and he'll be right back. This is insane.
Well, hey, I still have not seen any of his other videos that were supposedly leaked. And frankly, I don't know if I want.
I know, because you still live... I mean, you still live with your family, right?
It has nothing to do with living with the family. It's just,
What a colorful cast of characters. Unfortunately, jealousy is an extremely powerful emotion, and they'd go on to release secretly recorded Skype conversations that they had with A-Log. Now back on track, I only want to show you one more of his commentaries. A commentary that sums up his feelings on Chris Chan. Ironically enough, it isn't even on one of Chris's videos.
Anthony A-Log Logatto here, once again, with a brand new commentary video. And despite what it says, no, in a way I am not attacking Chris Chan once again. I am attacking a white knight from one of the biggest members of the Butthurt Nation here, known as Metal Mouth 44. Yeah, and he's insane to think that he's going to stop us from bashing Chris Chan. We have a reason, and I'm finally going to tear this one a new asshole. This is going to be exciting.
A lot of people are probably going to either call me a killjoy or a bitch faggot.
Thanks for summing up my feelings towards you.
And this is about how everybody seems to bully him, attack him, troll him.
Yes, but for all the right reasons.
You guys really need to stop doing this shit.
Oh, how about no?
Christian Weston Chandler is fucking autistic.
Oh, great. Now you're basically pulling out the autistic card. Look, we know he's autistic. We're not poking fun of him for being autistic. We're mocking him for being absolutely out of his mind.
He's an insult to autistics everywhere. I would try to hold out my hand to help him, and he'll just slap it away, thinking I'm a troll or a jerk. Why, that ball-pushing swine? He'll never get away with it, I tell you, and so will you.
What is Chris Chan so fucking different? Oh, he's fat and ugly and he's fucking a blow-up doll.
Well, Doy, you just basically described it for us.
You guys really need to stop fucking attacking Chris Chan.
No way. Until he's 6 feet into the ground, I will not stop.
And possibly, if there is a god, you're going straight to fucking hell.
If I actually am going to hell for poking fun of Chris Chan, I will give Satan a high five.
And the devil will rape your asshole.
Actually, I'm sure the devil will do the same thing to Chris Chan, and Chris will shout, "I'm not gay! I'm not gay!" And of course, Satan will be going, "Take it like your mother!"
Is using your quote-unquote right to attack a retarded kid.
Yes, we understand he's retarded, but basically he's the type of retard that doesn't deserve to live.
What do you think it's funny when you find out that you were the cause of his death?
If I would actually be the cause of Chris Chan's death, let alone him going to jail, I would actually break up the party streamers, because basically somebody of pure evil is finally gone.
Now that we're finished with his hilarious Chris Chan commentaries, let's explore the other half of A-Log's successful entertainment career. Now, the thing you have to understand about Anthony is he's a man of many impressive accomplishments.
I am the 9,000th person to watch this WWF Survivor Series report from 1992, as posted by ARW6199. Vegeta, remind these people how many people saw this? It's over 9,000! What? 9,000? I thought today's WWF fan would never even know what a pay-per-view report was.
And as you probably already noticed, a simple glance at A-Log is enough to send you into a fit of laughter. And there's no better place to show off this comedic gift than the stage of a stand-up comedy club.
About 35 more minutes before this board drops, we're gonna go to the next comedian. Go by the name of Anthony. Round of applause for Anthony.
Alright, Country Rap. Jeez Louise. You introduced me to Soldier Boy, crank that. Oh, God. That's gonna be the worst thing ever. Superman, oh! Superman, oh! Great. Basically, every time you listen to the radio, and trust me, I work in the radio. I work at the College of Staten Island's WSIA 88.9 FM. Every time I see Lil Wayne, I see him like balls to the wall, blackface, clown lip, out there shucking and jiving. I can't even listen to radio anymore. Why? Because I'm single. It's hard to go on living without your own radio fucking with you. That's why I only listen to funny music, like the Dr. Demento show. You're listening to nothing but love songs. No punk, no rock, no jazz, no weird alligator pics. How can I let you walk away, let you leave without a trace? As I stand here taking every breath with you. Cuts like a knife, she's out of unforgettable. As soon as the ball drops, we're going to be going to a new decade. And it better be damn sure better than this. Can I get an amen? Thank you, and I hope you enjoy my time.
Amen indeed. Not only did you get some amazing professional level comedy, you also got a taste of his velvety smooth singing voice. And don't think that A-Log just does mindless entertainment. He's also here to educate you.
Another part of this act was playing the theme of the cartoon Monkey Mouse and lip sync only one line. Here I come, save the day! As he stands there doing nothing other than taking a sip of water occasionally.
Being a full-time professor isn't the only thing he does at that college. He's also a bit of a filmmaker.
So anyway, even if the new Star Trek movie comes out and becomes a hit in the box office, I prefer the original with Shatner, Nimoy, and the rest of them.
Scorsese, Hitchcock, Kubrick, Logatto. I don't know what the Oscar committee was doing that year. And while Anthony has blessed us with all of this free entertainment, a man's gotta eat.
This is Anthony A-Log Logatto, not just from WSIA, but from the College of Staten Island and for wolfdork.com. I am here at the New York Anime Festival here at the Jacob Javits Center, where it where every day it's like an anime show. Every day you also see like cosplayers all around me. Who are you cosplaying as?
Mega Man. Or Rockman AXE, the cartoon.
Oh, right. Right, the internet Mega Man. Yes, I bet you have fights with Bill Gates a lot. Here's a woman that is cosplaying one of the most popular characters in recent memory. What's your
Haruhi Suzumiya?
Not to mention, it has one of the more popular dances ever. Would you like to try that for our audience, or basically teach us? I got a question for you. Are you too sexy for your box?
Damn straight.
Oh, by the way, you don't mind if I write something on the box? For those of you who've known me all my life, you might recognize the joke. Did I master say what? You were supposed to say what? Like, Jedi Master say what? What? Sure! That's what exactly, biatch.
Interviewing cosplayers isn't the only thing that A-Log did at the convention.
These are more of the hollow sort. And of course, we even got these suckers right here. Now, that's kind of like reminds you of that movie, you know, Crocodile Dundee. Hey, you call that a knife? Now that is a knife. I'm here at a booth called Squishable. Well, if you ever have a bad day, all you gotta do is just squeeze. Squeeze it just like that, or just be... So what is this all about?
Well, I think you pretty much covered it. These are just kind of, you know, they're fuzzy, they're big, they're squishy, they're
This is Kirby.
Of course, there was something else for sale at this convention. Something A-Log is intimately familiar with.
Yep, hentai. For those of you who are not exactly like at the age of consent, or the legal ages of like 18 to 21 in some states, you might have never heard of hentai. What is hentai? Well, first off, it is the Japanese term for pervert, like ecchi and stuff. But it's mostly also used for media as well. We have a lot of hentai manga. Sadly though, one manga I have my eye on, Blue Eyes, is a little bit missing in action. Let's see if I can recognize. Yumsuke Kotoyoshi and Makoto Fujisaki. I think I recognize several of these names. Of course, some of the titles I could recommend to you. For those of you who may like MILFs, Secret Wives Club. If you like big boobs, you go for Bazooka Cafe. And I have played that. And for those who like a little bit of the little Ranma half, exchanges 1 to 3. And of course, if you still want to go for MILFs, you go like that, and this. And of course, we all know what this one is. The ever-infamous Bible Black. Right behind me and Kirby. Right behind me and Kirby are basically what I'm talking about. These are all hentai videos. Mostly from, sorry. People would say, well, oh, it's all about rape, it's all about rape. Well, that's kind of like the 90 to 80%. And of course, also has some consensual sex as well, like, say, or themes.
Fascinating. What might these themes be, Anthony?
If you like, basically, like, the working theme, there's this one right here called Women at Work. Also, if you like maids, there's the Maiden collection available for $30. But if you like something from a different world, like, say, hermaphrodites, I would suggest this to you. That is, if you have more of a taste. This is called Parade. The main character, who is an idol singer, is strangely enough, a hermaphrodite. Basically, in case you want to know what a hermaphrodite is, or basically you'll be thrown up at this point, basically, they're still women. They are still women, but they have a penis. No balls, just a penis. Well, like most good things, it has to come to an end. Hopefully, I'll be back next year for a lot more stuff. So until then, this is Anthony A-Log Logatto of WSIA and, of course, wolfdork.net.com, signing off from the New York Anime Festival. And, of course, a final message from our little pal Kirby.
Help! Help! Call the police!
And while Anthony is amazing on camera, he's even better as a voice actor.
Bum Well, for one, I was not born in Kenya. If I was, it would have been irrelevant. Besides, last time I checked, Chester Allen Arthur was a Canadian.
My fellow Appalachians, I am your president, George W. Bush, and I approve this message.
Hey, this is Bubba Bill Clinton, the former president of the United States of America, and I have one very simple question to ask. Where are my interns at? Yo, where are my interns at?
No, those were not the actual presidents. I had to go double check. But of course, Anthony isn't just a master impressionist. His passion is cartoons.
Hey, yo, no problem. I'll just carve out an IOU.
What is left for me now? Am I just another fly in an enormous swarm? Oh, God, anything but that.
Knowledge and life, I had everything except for one thing. The immense, the unique, the unreachable.
Have something you want to advertise? Anthony is there for you.
As a New Yorker, I know a good bagel when I see one. And let me tell you, Linda's makes one that can't be beat.
You'd think that Anthony's voice is far too masculine to do a female character, but you'd be wrong.
Ribbit, I can jump really high and stick to walls. My tongue can stretch to a maximum of 20 meters. Also, I can spit on my stomach to clean it and secrete a poisonous fluid. I say poisonous, but it really just stings a little. Those last two aren't that useful. Just forget about them, Ribbit.
And he's more than capable of replacing certain voice actors after they inevitably get fired for sexual misconduct.
Sup, biatch? I'm motherfucking Rick!
And if that isn't enough, he can do far more than just silly cartoons. He is a master orator.
Yes, today is the 9th anniversary of one of the biggest tragedies of all time, September 11th, when 2 planes hit the World Trade Center, another plane hit the Pentagon, and one crash landed in a field in Pennsylvania. But, well, we have to remember those we've lost and never forget. But in the meantime, I hope this isn't in bad taste, but I know it's a little bit of a month late, but I finally put my, well, video up. Yes, the vacation video I made during my trip to Wisconsin. As if you can see from this photo, that's me with a cheese head.
However, Hollywood, act quickly. His voice acting talent hasn't gone unnoticed.
Yeah, we got a lot of Bill Clinton. You know, the problem I have with Bill Clinton is it's pretty easy to do. But this is Anthony Logatto doing Bill Clinton.
Ladies and gentlemen, the former president of the United States of America, Bill Clinton. My fellow Americans, my name is Bill Clinton. Yeah, that's right. I'm the former president of the United States. Y'all remember me?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speaking of radio shows, Anthony has one too. And fortunately for us, all of the shows are archived on Captain Wayne's Mad Music, where registered users can listen to all of the shows for free. I would advise against making an account though. They want a lot of personal information. The biggest problem with presenting A-Log on the airwaves to you is the sheer amount of content that he's produced. He's consistently done radio shows every week since 2011. That's well over 300 episodes. And while I may have the free time to listen to all of that, most of you don't. According to the page for A-Log on the airwaves, every week A-Log takes on a particular topic and plays weird and funny tunes from the past, present, and sometime future. Also, every week there is a countdown of the top 5 most requested funny songs for that particular week. And while reading about it may be informative, the best way to get an understanding is to take a listen.
Hello, my fellow members of the weirdness. This is Anthony A-Log Logatto, welcoming you to another wagged out edition of A-Log on the airwaves. A 3-hour tour through mad music and crazy comedy. From out of the vaults and off the wall, straight out to you live from my home in Weirdness Central. Tonight we celebrate, or in this case, desecrate, the inauguration of Donald Trump as president by playing songs that mock him for what he's worth, which, well, is kinda nothing due to his bankruptcies. We might have some issues with some of the red states due to this, but we have the freedom of speech on our side. We can poke fun of who we want, when we want. We'll give it to the Donald in Hour 2. All this and the weekly Whacked Out 5 countdown, counting down the funniest songs and skits of the week.
While I can't share the songs he plays on his radio station for copyright reasons, I can share the track list. Huh. I notice a bit of a pattern here, but this is more of a themed episode. Let's look at a more typical playlist. You know, it's a pretty standard set of songs. You got your Star Trek parody, you got your Weird Al references, you got your video game music, and on side B you got your Weird Al music, your Weird Al music, your Weird Al music, your Weird Al music, and your Weird Al music. In addition to all of his other amazing talents, A-Log is an incredibly prolific author, with dozens of uploads to his Deviantart alone. Like What Have We Learned?, where A-Log talks to several cartoon characters about the tragedy of September 11th. Switch to Bikini Bottom, where a circus tent is up, and many sea creatures are coming to the show. Switch to Inside the Tent, where Squidward is dressed up as a clown, in the style of Emmett Kelly, and checks himself in the mirror. He is his usual grumpy self. Squidward, grumpy. Why did I ever let that yellow headache SpongeBob talk me into being a clown? I want to play my clarinet to those victims, not make them laugh their butts off. SpongeBob appears, also dressed as a clown, Bozo style, as his usual happy self. SpongeBob, Cherry. Hiya, Squidward, are you ready for the performance? Squidward snaps to and notices SpongeBob. Knowing SpongeBob's intelligence, he changes his attitude for him. Squidward, normal. Oh, SpongeBob, I'm almost ready. By the way, why are we doing this again? SpongeBob. Why, it's for all those victims of September 11th. Mr. Krabs knows good money when he sees that opportunity, so he put us on the show to raise it for him. Isn't that great? Squidward, pretend remembrance. Oh, I see. Thanks. SpongeBob. We're almost on in 5 minutes. Remember what we practiced, Squidward? Be funny. Does some flips on the way out of the dressing room. Squidward changes back to his grumpy self. Squidward, grumpy. Well, if it's for the money. Puts his beat-up hat and his red nose on. He squeezes to release a single honk. There's one other fanfiction I wanted to show you, but it's a bit, not safe for work. So instead, let's check out some of his drawn artwork. Oh shit, this is actually pretty good. Clean lines, bold style, actually looks like the cartoon. I'm really impressed. Oh, he didn't actually draw this. I mean, the actual art he makes is pretty good. And while his drawing skills might be a little underdeveloped, the man truly knows a good piece of art when he sees it. Beautiful. And we can explore his art appreciation further through his archived posts on the WWOEC forum, a now defunct message board for animal lovers. Whether it's pining for Knuckles the Echidna's mother, getting in touch with his inner animal, promoting healthy mother-son relationships, utilizing his skills as a master womanizer, or preparing for the inevitable future where all women are replaced with sex robots, Anthony is the perfect forum user. And I haven't even mentioned his favorite fetish. For those of you who are unaware, Shota is, well, the best way to describe it is, younger boys. Like his post in this thread, titled, Become a Kid and Have Sex All the Time. Or this thread, where he discusses a comic, or wanting to support the publisher of mother-son incest comics instead of pirating them, or discovering entire new mediums to enjoy Shota in. And I know what you're thinking, but it's all totally fine that they're underage because they're all just cartoons. Just so long as they're not little girls, because that's immoral, disgusting, and wrong. And what all this says about his relationship with his mother, I'm not going to comment on that one. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and the trolls at Encyclopedia Dramatica created a totally false article full of misinformation just to bully him, and this led to A-Log deleting most of his best content.
Those were the days. ED.
After doing all of that research, I'm so close to a breakthrough. It just hasn't clicked yet. Maybe if we go over some of the footage again. Here's Anthony's thoughts on Chris Chan.
Boy, are you stupid.
Another update on the fact that you're an idiot?
No, you're not.
He can't even have the strength to lift his fat ass off of his bed after playing video games to go somewhere decent. Then again, we're dealing with the son of a clan member. And here I'm thinking that Chris hates black people because of the size of their penises. And his is like a 2-incher.
I see a pedo.
But then later, a friend made me realize that
He has a friend? Well, isn't God damning you already? No, you're not. You're about as straight as this. Yeah, right. Like the coward that he is, he runs away. Get it through your stupid skull that you're an idiot. And you wonder why you're going to die sad and alone? I would burn that if I stepped foot in that house. As a matter of fact, burn everything else.
And here's some footage of A-Log giving insight into his own personality.
Okay, basically this guy watches way too much South Park. Besides, I have a lot better pictures of Marge Simpson, you know, looking sexy and in the nude myself. On sites like the WWOEC and in my personal collection. The one I'm showing you right now is more of a PG-13 example. But let's go on. He's basically an insult to Monty Python. I'm a fan of it, and I'm insulted. He wants to show off some artwork. Here's mine. You be the judge. At least have some detail into my artwork. At least I know how to draw a hand. Insult the furries. He watches the porn, but being the, well, paranoid of the fact that he's going to turn gay, he just only watches the women.
And I am here to dispel a big fat thing.
Other than yourself?
Where all the single ladies at? Where all the single guys at? That's what I want to know. And I'm one of them, right here.
Hey, I'm the one that actually has one form of autism to another. I have Asperger's syndrome, and even I am smarter than him.
Nope, I got nothing. There just aren't enough pieces to finish this puzzle.